Greetings gastronauts, this is Keith Cooks. I'm Keith, and today I'm going to show you something that used to be really common in post-war Britain but is possibly less so now, or possibly a bit of a secret that we don't really talk about. Spam fritters. And this is another one for Dan Bob who requested it, and I'm glad he did, because I've not had a spam fritter probably for over 30 years. And I'm really looking forward to it, and it's dead easy to make, so let's do it. Ingredients for the spam fritters: I've got kind of your actual spam, 100 grams of self-raising flour, some beer, an egg, and maybe half a teaspoon of salt. The beer can be any old stuff, it's just to give it a little bit of flavour and a little bit of fizz. But the spam, I think, you know, this is cheap enough. Don't get anything cheaper than that, just save a few pennies, because you really don't know what's gone into it. Anyway, first thing to do, make up the batter. So we'll just add the salt to the flour, give that a quick whiz, throw the egg in, stir that in a bit, and then add just enough beer to make a kind of smooth paste. Shouldn't be runny, it should be quite thick, not quite that thick. And then stick that in the fridge to rest for about half an hour. So spam was invented around about the time of the Second World War as a cheap and convenient way of feeding the troops and preserving the meat. You would think in the intervening years since then they'd have come up with a way of packaging it so you can actually get it out of the tin without destroying the product, but they haven't. Oh, there we go. Mini spam fritter. Honestly, what were they thinking? Oh, and by the way, little known factoid, spam stands for slightly pink and meaty. Didn't know that, did you? Ah, ridiculous. Okay, and well, just cut it into slices, about a centimetre, half an inch. Now I'm just going to coat them in flour. Oh. And I just do this because it helps the batter stick. And coat them in batter, and I've got a pan of hot oil over there. I'm going to just gently put them in. You could also shallow fry them in a frying pan. And we just let those bubble away for a few minutes till they turn golden and crispy. So there we go, lovely golden spam fritters. Poor man's fish and chips. Except I'm not having it with chips. So we just take those out and drain them on some kitchen paper. So look at that. Really simple, easy, cheap, tasty spam fritters. And the question is, red or brown sauce? I don't know. Possibly both. Maybe I'll test it and tell you. Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. And a bonus recipe while I've got some batter made up and the fryer is hot: deep fried Mars bar. So anybody who has the remotest bit of concern for their health will run a mile at this, but you know, it's something you've got to try once in a lifetime. Apparently deep fried Mars bars were invented in Scotland and have been brought up as evidence of the unhealthy Scottish diet. Well, yeah, maybe. Anyway, I've only had one deep fried Mars bar in my life, and that was from a chippy in Dubai. How's that? And I've never made one, so it might melt and ruin the fat. It might be lovely. Anyway, I'll show you how to do it and then we'll decide. Ingredients for the deep fried Mars bar: one Mars bar and some batter. The same batter that I use for the spam fritters. So I went to the supermarket looking for one Mars bar, had to come back with 4, they only sell a 4-pack, and apparently, I don't know what this is all about. It's like, are they changing the name to #Believe? Are they kidding? I still haven't got over Marathon becoming Snickers. Anyway, this shouldn't be too difficult. By the way, that Mars bar's been in the fridge for quite a while, it's pretty cold, but not freezing. So get your oil as hot as you can, dip your Mars bar in the batter, or your #Believe. Really, I don't believe it. And then fingers crossed, just pop it in. And hope that the batter turns nice and golden and crispy before the chocolate bar melts. Okay, we could have a result here. Yay, I think that'll do. Drain that off, because we are health conscious, and we can eat it. Ooh. Well, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. I think it needs prettying up a little bit, so we'll put an ironic nasturtium on it. That would win MasterChef, no problem. All right, let's, oops. Well, the batter's not crispy. The chocolate is definitely on the melty side. But anyway, there you go. Deep fried Mars bar. And that's that. Hope you enjoyed it. Now please share it with all your friends on social media. Subscribe to this channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and don't forget the amazing website that has all the details of all the recipes. And thank you for watching. Come back soon.